Here, head coach Brad Laird. Demons coming home for a Saturday afternoon kick against McNeese, and doing so with some momentum off a 21-17 win at HBU. And coach, that was arguably one of the most complete performances your team has put together all year.
Yeah, it was, and just so excited for the guys. You know, the 66 players and coaches that got on that bus Friday and made the trip. The work that they put in. Some guys playing hurt, playing through injuries. Guys that are playing for the first time. Just so many different situations and scenarios that make this win more gratifying. But couldn't be more proud for the guys. And the way I think that we won the game, being down 10-0 early, so many things happened to be down 10-0, and then to come back and regain the lead there in the second half, lose the lead as soon as we got the lead. Defensively, getting a big turnover with about 7 minutes left. Offense capitalizing off that turnover and scoring 7 points to kind of seal the victory. So. It was a great game for our guys, and so many that had not played in the past, or B, that had to step up because of injuries. Couldn't be more proud of a group.
So many new faces: Sir Michael Veasley, Bryce Dealey, Curtis Williams got his first career start. Landon Blueball up front. Some of those guys really came in, and if anything, maybe it makes you feel a little bit better about your depth.
Well, it does. You're forced into situations where you're going to find out in conference play what these guys are about. With the running back situation of Curtis Williams, that has just kind of stayed true to who he was, continue to work, and then two walk-ons in Bryce Dealey and Sir Michael Veasley, both getting probably their most extensive playing time that they've had. So, there's so many different scenarios that you see that played out in that game in order for us to win it.
Well, you'll come home, and one of those that played out, and I hate to do this because we talked about it with him, but Jay Griffin, I don't know what the opposite of a rabbit's foot is, but anytime he scores a touchdown more than 30 yards, it gets called back. It happened at HBU Saturday. It happened against North Texas, but aside from that, he's added a dimension to this team with his speed and is starting to really, I think, kind of find his niche here.
Yeah, he has, and what a great throw by Caleb Fletcher at that particular time, and that's early in the game. Us getting momentum and then ended up not getting any points out of that, which was tough. But a great throw and catch, and Jay has. I think he got 11 targets the other night with 7 catches, and so continues to once he's able to as he continues to learn the offense. Is getting the opportunity to get some targets.
You guys will face a McNeese team that you've mentioned it, a lot of history between these two teams, and right now with the new look Southland Conference, 73rd meeting I believe coming up, most of any against any current Southland members, so a whole lot of history between you guys and the Cowboys.
Yeah, great to be back at Turpin on a Saturday afternoon. There's nothing better than that, and then on top of that, to welcome McNeese, which, for those guys that have been here, coaches and players, they understand the rivalry with McNeese. The newcomers, the freshmen that don't, they'll figure that out during this week. But that game is, you can throw away the records at that particular time, and it's going to be a great game. It's going to be a great atmosphere, and we look forward to it.
And you and Frank Wilson kind of got together in the spring for the first time, facing each other as head coaches, and Cody Orgeron, their quarterback's been around a long time, so you've seen him kind of grow as well.
Yeah, we have over the last several years. Frank's come in there and done a great job, and what he's done with that program. And but again, there's been a lot of different coaches on the sidelines, a lot of different players, but it's Northwestern State versus McNeese, and that's what excites us.
I think for you, you always say, and you're absolutely right, it's about what you do. You don't really worry about too much, but one thing, you mentioned all the good things that happened Saturday. You overcame 13 penalties, which for this team, very rare to see that many flags. But again, kind of a testament to what you guys were able to overcome, because some of those were thrown at inopportune times.
Yeah, and we talked about them yesterday. Sundays are fun after you win, and we had a lot of fun. But one thing we did talk about were the mistakes and the penalties, and that's something we got to clean up. There were some that we did force, and it cost us in certain situations. But with those penalties, I'll say this, like offensively, 0 penalties in the fourth quarter. I think when we needed it the most in that fourth quarter, we were able to lock in. But those are things, because we had been good in the past, the previous games with penalties, that's going to be something moving forward that we've got to improve on from last week.
And you had, we talked about Sir Michael Beasley and Bryce Steele, what they added to the running game. Zach Clement, when he's come in, kind of a guy that's also, subbing in for Caleb too, kind of gives you a different threat at that position. And it worked in tandem on Saturday.
Yeah, there was, got him in early, I think, in a fourth down situation, also in some red zone situations. And then there, I guess, late in the third quarter, into the fourth quarter with a little bit more extensive action. But that's the thing about those two. It's not like you have to change the game plan or anything like that. They've both been productive. I thought, prior to that, Caleb was did a lot of great things. There were some things that went against us that sometimes that are out of our control. But it was good to see both of them be able to move this football team and be able to score points.
And you mentioned it, as you continue to check things off, you talked about turning turnovers into points. You had one non-offensive turnover that the defense held on a short field to 3 points. You turned 2 of your 3 fumbles into 14 points. So again, check that one off the list and a big reason why you won the game.
Yeah, that was huge. One, defensively, to get the stop and hold them to a field goal after the punt, but then also forcing 3 turnovers, getting 3 takeaways, and then offensively responded by scoring 2 out of those 3. So, it's not just about getting the takeaways, but are you able to capitalize on that and take advantage of those opportunities, which we've talked about the previous weeks. We were able to do that offensively.
All right. Appreciate you, Coach.